When darkness falls, Kenya's child prostitutes become even more vulnerable. Salah Margeti works every night, trying to rescue underage girls from the street.
Hi, uendeleaje? Unioni niko sawa. Mambo poa? Okay, sawa. I was just having a conversation with 3 girls, and I have to convince them to take care of themselves, to take care of their bodies, even if they're getting money, yes, but their body is very important and they are health-wise.
Here, the price of a young girl can be next to nothing.
If you are a local tourist, the young girls will earn between $1 to $5, and the tourist will give the young girls between $50 to $100. Each and every day there's a change. There are so many young girls who are coming here. Some they have 1 or 2 kids, and they have to because other business cannot bring for them enough money to satisfy their families. But they think a white man will sort out their problems. That's how they convince themselves. But actually it's not the solution, because most of them, they were raped by their parents. Some they were pregnant by men who abandoned them with the children. So they haven't dealt with the problems that they had. And that's why they end up coming to the nightclubs.
Carol earned her living as a prostitute before she met Salama.
Tunatembea, akanionyesha vile huwa tunavaa nguo, alafu napatia mtoto, akaniambia unanunulia mtoto Piriton, nampatia, namfungia kwa nyumba, tunaenda. Tukawa tunazunguka hivyo. Siku moja rafiki yangu mmoja kanipata niko mahali usiku. Kaniuliza nafanya nini hapa? Kameelezea vile hali iko ngumu, nikamwambia mimi natafuta pesa. Kaniambia hapo huwezi saidika sababu unaweza pata ugonjwa ukakufa ukaacha huyo mtoto wako. Siku moja akanileta kwa Salama.
Salama puts girls like Carol into training schemes. This scheme is supported by the travel operator, Kuoni. They target their funding at the resorts plagued by child sex tourism.
We defined some destinations as a core destination or hotspot destination for protecting the children, for example. So we have a project here that is funded by Kuoni to support the Child Welfare Society. They have 3 centers here along the coast where they train former prostitutes to learn a proper job.
Kuoni runs trafficking awareness workshops for hotel managers across the world.
I guess different kinds of exploitation. Trafficking is one.
Kuoni's approach is to persuade rather than accuse.
We do not necessarily want to blacklist them. We want to help them to improve the standards. So we do not want to throw them out of the program. So we talk to the management. We try to work together.
In 2006, the Kenyan tourist industry adopted a code of conduct outlawing child sexual exploitation. 2 of the first to sign were hoteliers Mahmoud and Shahinor Vishram.
I think the issue that needs to be addressed is about getting the other hotels involved. I think the owners need to take lead. They have to believe that this is something that needs to be eradicated. We need to protect our children.
Though many hotels here have signed up to the code of conduct, far fewer implement it. Part of the family experience in this hotel is a briefing on the realities of life in Kenya.
I'm here to help you make the most of your stay.
If you're in a hotel and you see that it's happening, I think it's your responsibility to let the hotel know that you're aware.
Here, they prohibit it so much so that everybody is stopped at the gate and asked who are you visiting and asked who are you with. And my experience in other hotels is sometimes tourists will come in with them, and so there's no questions asked who this person is.
Hotels like the Sun and Sand refuse to tolerate child exploitation, but many others allow their guests to sexually abuse local children on their premises. James was only 6 when he fell victim to a European tourist. It happened when he was begging on the beach.
Niwa naenda beach natafuta pesa. So mimi tafutia kama mara nyingine nyumbani kuna uwezo. Sasa ndo napata chakula.
James's father thought their money problems were over.
Alafu alipokuwa akienda beach ndio akazoeshana na mzungu. Siku ya kwanza akajaniambia kwamba mzungu amenitunuku, kwa hivyo asema atasaidia nyumbani. Sasa mimi nikamwambia basi ni vizuri kwa sababu hata sisi tutapumzika mashaka. Kumbe yeye si kusaidia bali anataka kuniharibia mtoto wangu.
Huwa mimi napoa kama 500 na wananitenda kitu kibaya. Na kunibaka.
Sasa mimi nikamwambia mtoto wangu kwamba tabia hiyo mimi sipendi. Afadhali tuwe maskini hivi hivi.
After telling his father what the tourist had done to him, James ran away. 2 or 3 days later, his father heard that his young son had been taken to a hotel by the tourist.
Polisi mpiga ripoti kapata OB number. Kasema niende ya kesho asubuhi, nikalala mpaka asubuhi nikaenda. Kasema sasa gari saa hii haina mafuta, kwa hivyo itabidi uende. Hasa mimi nikadecide kwamba basi kama serikali haiwezi kunisaidia, itabidi mimi mwenyewe nichukue jukumu la kwenda kutafuta mtoto wangu mpaka nimpate mwenyewe. Tukaenda paka pale, tukakaa mpaka saa hii ikabidi kaleta fujo pale mpaka yule mtoto tukamwona. Lakini mzungu hatukumuona. Kwa sababu ikiwa mzungu atafanya makosa na serikali haiwezi kusikiza.
Even though laws do exist here, the tourist got away with it.
Legislation exists because we have the Sexual Offences Act 2006 with very good amendments done in 2007, and it clearly outlaws child sex tourism or exploitation of children. But what happens is the implementation part of it. To what extent are the law enforcement officers enforcing these laws? Sometimes even children go, they report the matter to the police, and the police tell them, oh, you brought this on yourself. So the children feel helpless.
Even senior politicians believe that powerful vested interests are preventing the law from being implemented.
It's a hidden thing, it's guarded. The people who do the trafficking are the who is who in this Kenya. That is why it has been very, very difficult to overcome. But I can assure you, if we just get 2-3 big shots and align them in court, then people will not do it again.
After hearing James's story, we asked Grace Achieng to see if it was still possible to buy a child here. She approached a local man on the beach close to the hotel where James was abused.
You said you are going to provide a boy and a girl. Which class?
The girl is in class 7.
The girl who is in class 7 is 10 years old, or 11?
10 years.
And the boy, it's 9.
The boy is 10 years. It's the one whom I'm going to bring to you. He's my cousin.
Your cousin?
Yeah. I brought him from home because he's learning through me.
So you're providing some shelter for him?
Yeah.
We need these children. We need them to be grown-up people like us tomorrow. So both government, tourists, and even community workers and parents should unite, come up with a way forward of bringing and protecting our children.
With no protection from the law, communities need to work on eliminating the root causes that make children vulnerable. In the village of Kikambala, donations from hoteliers and their guests are helping to fund essential medical care, a nursery and primary school.
So we have come together and decided that we should have these programs on teaching our children what they should be involved in. When one is approached there, they are able to say no. They are able to make choices. The initiative of the child-friendly school in Kikambala has been done. It was launched last year, and it is going to continue in our school.
We see it as our responsibility to prevent commercial sexual exploitation of children. We want to protect the minors. We want to protect the weakest of our society.
They need to market Kenya specifically for tourism, but emphasizing that Kenya has zero tolerance to child sex tourism.
Ningependa marufuku na wasije, kuwezekana na wasije.